There are certain phrases that repeat in my head, warnings one might call them. Like the chattering of sparrows, sometimes I notice them more than at other times. Sometimes they sound like warnings, sometimes like songs. I guess actually my experience with Canada has been a hugely important fact in me becoming the artist that I am. So 10 years ago I did a residency in Toronto and as a storyteller, but it was on the island, I was there for a month, that I discovered I had a drag persona, and so that then got me into performance. And so performance is something that I've been drawn to. I mean, professionally, when I was working in an art centre in England, there was loads of performance there, and it was something that I would just be in the wings and be watching from behind the curtain. But really coming to Winnipeg helped me develop in ways that I couldn't have imagined otherwise. So in terms of, I did a little bit of drag here still. I did lots of spoken word performance. It's called Tyranny Songs, and it's about the effects that power and authorities have on individual voices and bodies without us really knowing. And it sort of came initially, I was having a bath, and I was just kind of like letting my mind wander, and I could hear the birdsong outside the bathroom window. And I mean, even then I'm calling it birdsong, but it's really bird calls, because there's a separation between a bird singing, where it's kind of saying, hey, you look great, let's get together, and a bird call, which is get off my turf, this is my space. So there's this kind of friendly call and also territorial power call. And I was interested in the conflation of those, and I just sort of drew a parallel with all of the stuff that's happening in the United States and in Europe as well, of social control and how messages are reaching us, which we would class as birdsong, like in our Facebook feeds, our Instagram feeds, and our news feeds. But there can actually be some undertones which are menacing or which endanger freedom. I was very fortunate that I got selected for an artist residency for Hub 14, which is a performance kind of crossover centre in Toronto. And yeah, I spent 2 weeks there just sort of rolling around in a studio and discovering that I'm not Marina Abramovich, and that was a good discovery. There is only one Marina, thank God. Yeah, and then just sort of found my own way of expressing these ideas with my body.
Roads. The morning after walking home, my boots had heavy white tide marks from this sort. The leather was...
And the first day of the residency, I was expecting to, but I was so happy. And being in the studio and making this work, it felt really right. And then I had to give a showing to a bunch of strangers there. And I didn't feel nervous. And it's the first time in my artistic life where I haven't felt nervous about giving a performance. And it's not that I feel like the work is faultless or, you know, amazing. I think it's solid, but it's almost not about that. It's like I'm aligned with it, and I feel like I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing. So maybe that's the lesson, is when you feel like you're doing what you are meant to be doing, then you have a balance or a calmness perhaps.